Scott Malone in the black, Adam Aramasinghe in the green. We are underway. As expected, Josh, a lot of support in the arena for Aramasinghe.
Yeah, southpaw stance for Malone. Going to fire that backhand early. Good glimpse of the speed of Aramasinghe there, though. Very light on his feet.
Both these guys have reputations for being very rapid fighters. Aramasinghe, one of the few guys able to bring that genuine one-shot stopping power down to the lower weight divisions.
Yeah, looking to fight that lead hand at the moment. Oh, and there's that straight right on the money. He's telling Malone he's going to have to keep his guard up. Shoots from a long way out.
Beautiful takedown from Malone, though.
It really was. He covered the distance with that level change phenomenally, and he's almost progressed to side control here. They're going to wrap the head up to help keep him pinned.
Aramasinghe got a tight grip of the neck as well, though,
yeah, well,
Josh.
look at the chin strap he was using. Getting that palm grip on the chin really helps you turn and crank your opponent's neck and put them out of position, but this is good, solid grappling from Malone here to establish a good side control. See that left knee come up and block the hip. That right arm is going to start controlling the head. Where he's got to stay connected here is on that left hip. See the left knee is doing that work for him, now the hip. But you know that Aramasinghe is going to be looking to explode back up. So as soon as he strikes, there you go, there's the space. Guards retained. And Aramasinghe is back to his feet. You know, it doesn't take much, it really doesn't.
Yeah, just because we've not seen a lot of Aramasinghe on the ground as a professional doesn't mean he's not got those skills. He obviously has.
Yeah, defensively from him, that was an excellent sequence. You know, once he was on the ground,
get your hand out, Adam, don't do it.
An established position is hard to get out of, but oh, I like the climb, the kick through to the far leg, and he's got a standing rear naked choke.
Aramasinghe just getting the angle to twist out of that one, and I think any notion now that this is just a standard striker versus grappler contest is out the window. Both these guys, true mixed martial artists.
Really nice sequences from Malone there, very nice indeed. I mean, he went up to the neck after kicking the leg through and breaking the base down. That's what opened up the neck. He just couldn't quite get behind Aramasinghe enough. He's got to be careful with this shot, though. He covered a lot of distance from the outside without setting it up on the first shot, and that gets very precarious the longer this fight goes on. He's got to throw some form of strike to set those shots up. We'll have Aramasinghe really coming forward onto it.
And again, a beautiful level change from Malone.
It's exactly what we saw there. Aramasinghe came forward, Malone changing the level beautifully with the timing. And again, he's only, you know, the takedown's so good because he finds his way to side control so quickly. He looks to wrap the head up here.
Oh, looking for a standing guillotine choke is Malone.
Yeah, can't quite see the grip he's got with his hands. He's got a maybe a 10-finger guillotine here. He's going to drive that stomach forward on the back of Aramasinghe's head. Switches off to an arm in. It's going to be hard to maintain this grip, I think.
Malone joining us from Dundee, Scotland, and there's going to be a lot of Scottish Cage Warriors fans pulling for him, and of course Ross Houston in our main event tonight.
Yeah, Paul McBain as well, coming down from Scotland later on the main card.
I know the Scottish Cage Warriors fans are constantly asking Graham Boyle on social media, when will we get to go back to Scotland? And you know, if the talent keeps coming and these guys keep picking up big wins, perhaps it may not be before too long.
Yeah, we haven't been to Glasgow for quite a while. Good shot again, but stuffed this time. And this is when Aramasinghe's got to make him pay. Again, good timing.
These level changes from Malone have been absolutely snappy.
Yeah, they've been great. A little bit slower on that one, but he's used it to transition to a body lock. He's going to try and block the knee out.
Put your hand away, Adam.
Oh, jumping to the back. Oh, watch that left leg. Watch if it shoots behind the... There we go. Shoots behind the knee again. He's going to use that to really try and create a wedge.
Sharp right. There it is.
Yeah, Dan Hardy in the corner of Aramasinghe there, calling for the sharp right.
Where's your kick? Nice.
Beautiful sprawl there, timed that one perfectly. And what a first round that was, Josh.
Great round. A tough one for the judges as well, you know. I think on balance, maybe Malone got the better with the takedowns.
Let's get straight into the Isosport replays here, and a beautiful right hand landing.
Yeah, this was the first shot, and it came from so far on the outside. And he really had to fight to pin Aramasinghe, and you saw as soon as he opened up, now this was looking for the standard rear naked. Got a good grip up to the collarbone. Just not able to get behind Aramasinghe.
We're going to see another level change there, and driving his man, or attempting to drive his man into the cage.
The transition to go to the back there was a really smart choice rather than stay on that single.
Well, there was actually another level change into a takedown in that round that was even cleaner, and he cleared the leg straight away into side control.
It was, and it was the forward momentum of Aramasinghe. Aramasinghe wants to jump forward with these big power straight shots, and that does open him up if the timing's right to slip underneath them. But it gets tiring over and over again. You know, if you keep shooting like that for 3 rounds, awesome, but it's hard to do. And we're going to see if Malone can do it here as we move into a good second round.
Touch of gloves, and we're underway for the second of 3 5-minute rounds of bantamweight action here at Cage Warriors 98. Scott Malone and Adam Aramasinghe, I beg your pardon, being in the corner there. Looking to put it all on the line here in front of this packed house at the Genting Arena.
Oh, again, see that time he shot from a long way out, no setup, and it allowed Aramasinghe to get the hands down and easily block it.
Aramasinghe looking very focused here.
Again, great timing, cuts the angle very nicely, but you see immediately Aramasinghe is going to post on the ground, post on the head, creates a nice straight frame between the head and the hand, allows him to power through. And Malone's going to have to hit him in transition here. Again, Aramasinghe running to the cage for safety. He's going to try and turn and put his back on the cage here. It just gives Malone one less place to go because space is occupied by the fence.
And in terms of how these scenarios are playing out with regards to the takedowns, you have to say the momentum shifting in Aramasinghe's favour here in the second round.
Well, possibly. I mean, he defended that one well, but yeah, let's see how it goes.
Certainly with the distance that Malone was shooting from in that first round, he's going to have to tighten that up as the fight wears on.
Yeah, absolutely. He can't keep shooting from the outside. You know, if Aramasinghe is smart, he's going to start feinting that knee as well, just twitching it a little bit to make him think that that knee's coming straight up the middle. And let me tell you, double legging into a knee is not a pleasant experience.
I'm already ugly enough, Josh. I'm not going to give it a try. I'll take your word for it. Beautiful trip there to Malone.
And this time again, he's gone up to the head, and he's got the full standing back control here. Let's see what he can do to break the posture down. Aramasinghe has again gone to the fence just to lean on, because it's a lot of weight to carry your opponent around, but a lot of time to work.
Just halfway through this second round, looking to get a grip on the neck here is Malone.
Yeah, see if he can get it. There's always a face crank is an option, mandible crush, lots of options for him. You don't have to go for the clean choke. There's the short choke.
Aramasinghe looking to peel that hand off.
Flattened him out as well with the hips.
Dangerous position here. Doesn't look like it's locked in, it's not.
No, good defense from Aramasinghe, and he's going to actually find a way out here. Really good tenacity from the young man to stick this one out, but great position for Malone now. Oh, if he can get the gift wrap as well with that hand, he's looking to feed the... Oh, don't let him stand up. Oh, he's sprawling on the head here.
Knees to the head from Malone. Aramasinghe trying to get that arm in front to deflect them if he can.
Really nice technical defensive work from Aramasinghe. Did everything right in that exchange. All you need to do is get to the single, and you know, with the explosivity of mixed martial arts competitors, you can usually find your way back to your feet.
Well, lesser men may not have even survived that submission attempt, so perhaps a bit of confidence in the back of Adam Aramasinghe.
Yeah, that was an easy stuff as well. You see he's timing when he gets up so he doesn't eat the knee. But that's it, you know, this is making this round much more decisive for Scott Malone.
Yeah, he's working that bully game a bit now, Josh, just heaving his weight around, crushing his man up against the cage.
Yeah, and you know, here he can afford to grind on this takedown a bit more. He's scored a good position, good submission attempt. You know, he can afford to burn some time off the clock if he chooses.
Nice left hand there by Malone, not a whole lot on it, but hits the target area.
Got to keep that right hand up though, that left hook of Aramasinghe. Found the home.
They separate. Aramasinghe looking to back Malone up against the cage now. Looking to find his range and perhaps change the momentum here with one big shot.
Yeah, Malone looking a little bit exasperated perhaps. Exhausted, should I say.
Aramasinghe told us earlier. Oh, to the bell!
Spoke too soon. I mean, Scott Malone having the most significant strike of the entire fight right there on the buzzer.
And we were not expecting that, folks. You know, it's a tired cliche, the striker versus grappler situation, but we really were not expecting a situation where it'd be Malone with, as you say, quite rightly, just the biggest shot of the fight. Let's take a look at some of the action now, if we can.
And there it is, right at the end, just got caught at another angle, straight left.
Yeah, dropped right onto the seat of his pants there was Aramasinghe.
Oh, he set it up with the right first, actually. Very nice indeed. But you know, he did the most significant work outside of that with the takedown and the jumping to the back. I think the transition and the option to go to the back from Malone is what's so nice.
And just like that, the confidence of Scott Boom Boom Malone, maybe that's why they call him Boom Boom, a perfect two-piece there. But you've got to believe the confidence of Malone will be sky high going into this third round, Josh.
Aramasinghe needs a huge round. I mean, there's a very real chance he could be down 2 rounds. He's certainly down that second. The first, you know, who knows? Let's see. But Aramasinghe can't really leave it to chance here.
Let's see if we get a more aggressive out of Aramasinghe. This third round, he's got to be careful of that straight left.
Yeah, the thing is, from Malone's point of view, if Aramasinghe wants to get more adventurous, come forward more, of course that opens him up for the takedown opportunity. Just depends what the gas tank of Malone is like in this last 5 minutes to pull off some of those more explosive takedown maneuvers.
Just over 4 minutes left in the contest. Aramasinghe trying to find his range here. Oh, Malone drops him again! Malone pounding away, looking for the finish here. Aramasinghe's in big trouble.
Look how he's crowding him with his hips.
Go back, Adam! Get out of there!
Big
Get
shot
out of
from
that spot,
Malone.
Adam! Stop. Hold on.
Unbelievable! Scott Boom Boom Malone drops the hammer on Aramasinghe in the third round.
Wow, let's have a look at that finish. Uppercut left to right, did it. And again, he caught him at the angle. He caught him stepping at an odd angle, and it was right across the jaw, same as the end of the second round.
Look at the finish here, Josh. It was the ground and pound, incredibly accurate with his strikes on the ground as well.
Yeah, you know, what you need to look at here is how he's crowding in with his hips forward. And that's meaning that Aramasinghe can never get his legs around him and extend and kick away. He's constantly bundled up, inhibited movement, and Malone with vicious ground and pound to finish.
The first and only man to hand a defeat as a professional or an amateur to Aramasinghe. Scott Malone talked about the fact that if he'd not had all these situations where fights had fallen through, he'd be the guy competing for Cage Warriors titles. And when you see a performance like that, you certainly can't doubt him.
Yeah, I mean, it perhaps took him a little bit of time to get into his striking range, but, you know, wow, what a finish. And I got to say, you know, his shots and his wrestling transitions throughout were phenomenal as well. Really look forward to seeing Scott Malone come back again.
Fantastic performance from the Scotsman. We'll throw this one to our MC, Andy Friedlander, in the cage, and he will make it official.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 10 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by TKO, Scott Boom Boom Malone.
Finally, Scott Boom Boom Malone gets that Cage Warriors win that he's been after. He'll join Andy Friedlander in the cage for a few words.
Scott Malone, everyone was anticipating an all-out war. That's what you two gave us, a fantastic fight, but victory must be sweet given the really the hype train that he's been on. You were possibly a little bit overlooked.
Yeah, always am. I'm supposed to be the grappler of this one. There's my hands. You know what I mean? I've got hands, I've got kicks, not just the grappler.
Well, we saw a lot of shooting in early for the doubles. He got the measure of those, but there's no way he got the measure of these. I think you caught him cleanly there at the end of the second. This was at the 1 minute mark of, I think, the third round. You weren't letting him off the hook.
No, definitely not. I'm so glad that that finished right there because I literally had nothing left.
And talk to us about where you want to go from now. I think it's a great name to have, obviously, on your record, but you want to be thinking about moving more towards fighting this year, maybe early next year. What are you thinking about?
Get me on the Cardiff card. I want a good name, good high name. I want to get into that title contention.
Well, that is on, I believe, the 8th of December, Cage Warriors 100. It's massive already. It could be bigger with you on it. Congratulations tonight, Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Boom Boom Malone.